It's wrestling bands. Let's do this. Let's go. It's another review of the best weekly wrestling show out of America. That's right. AEW Dynamite, smashing it at the park every single week. No doubt. Why would you watch anything else when you're watching this? Why would you munch a steak and then go and eat a hamburger? Do you know what I'm saying? AEW, man. Dynamite once again. Carried by the one and only MJF Weekly. That guy is amazing. But let's kick it off with an Owen Hart tournament, shall we? Let's go to Samoa Joe. And against the Joker. And what a surprise. Another surprise from AEW. Is he here full time? Who knows? I hope so, because this match was absolutely banging. From start to the finish. Samoa Joe against Johnny Elite. That's right. Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, whatever you want to call him. Johnny Impact. He's gone by a lot of names. Johnny Nitro. But Johnny Elite is here. He's arrived in AEW and things were looking rather elite for this match. This was an elite contest. One great match to add to the others of the Owen Hart tournament. It's going to be hard to pick the best one for me. It might have been on this show though. But what a match it was. What an opening contest. Ruined in my opinion by the ending. After the match, Samoa Joe, yes, gets the win. Rightly so. Going on in the tournament, moving on. That guy's a beast, man. This is how did WWE fuck him up so much? Just put him in the ring and let him beat the shit out of people. How hard is that? Of course, they can't do anything right. They can't. They just can't get anything right at the moment. So, yeah, the only problem for me was it was ruined by the interference at the end, well, the run-in at the end, should I say, with Dutt, Lethal and Satnav. They attack again. Out come the best friends, was Roppongi Vice now and Chuck Taylor. Not so friendly anymore. Yeah, Chuck's been chucked to the side pretty much with Roppongi Vice getting back together. Poor old Chuck. Just out there on his own now pretty much. But yeah, best friends make the save. The heels powder and run away. And we go to a Hardy's interview in the back. It being interrupted by the Young Bucks. I did pop for the little Hardy cosplayers comment from the Hardy boy, from Matt Hardy. I thought that was quite clever. That was quite funny. It hit home. A lot of truths there. And they're building towards this tag team match between two of the best tag teams of all time, no doubt. The Hardys versus the Young Bucks on the big screen is what we've been waiting for a long time. Yes, we saw it in ROH, but it's going to be a lot more people watching this one now, this time round, definitely. And they're going to be able to tell a much better story, in my opinion, and it's already started. Started from the day the Hardys turned up. Well, Jeff Hardy. Next matchup is building towards the world title. What a piss poor build this has been, let's be honest. They haven't done this very well, have they? CM Punk and Hangman Page has been an absolute mess of a build-up. Can't lie. They tried to make out that this was the match that sold out the pay-per-view. Do me a favor. There's only one guy, one person that's selling this pay-per-view out, and we know what his name is. 3 letters, ladies and gentlemen. You know him. Long Island's own. That's right. Believe that. Page versus Take a Shit or Takeshita, whatever you want to call him. I hope Hangman Page did the right thing here. I hope he made the phone call and asked permission to use that finisher. I hope he called him up, got on the blower. Bring, 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 bring. Hello. Hi. Yeah, it's me, Hangman. Just wondering if you don't mind, sir. You're a legend, We love you over here. Obviously. I was just wondering, finish of the match. would it be okay if I used your move, Kenta? Please, Kenta, please. Of course, Kenta, Bullet Club for life. Adam Page was the Bullet Club member. So, of course, Kenta would say yes to him using the GTS. I'm only joking. Mind games being played. I did like that. CM Punk at the end, not really bothered that Hangman Page is using his move that he made famous. Yeah, I suppose he did, really, didn't he? He did bring it on a bigger stage than good old Kenta. Gotta love Kenta, though. Mind games being played. I suppose this was a bit of a better build-up. These two are both too big. It's just babyface birth versus babyface. For me, Hangman Page hasn't been the best champion they've had. No doubt, no question. There's people bigger that can hold that title and do a lot better with it. There are like MJF for one, even Wardlow. Then you got CM Punk, Danielson, Moxley, just to name a few that I believe would be better champions. And Moxley's already been a better champion. He just didn't get to do it in front of fans, which was sad, really. And he wasn't in the best place either. Now we know that as well. So he's in a better place now and would be a much better champion, in my opinion. So how is he not getting back the belt? And what he's doing at the moment is a complete joke, and I'll get to that in a bit. Well, Fuego del Sol wants a match with the House of Black, and he's getting that on Rampage, and he's bringing along with him the most fearsome faction ever. That's right, the Dork Order. Can you believe it? Oh, House of Black must be shaking in their boots. Now we get a tag team match next, and somehow, Strictly Business, that's what I'm going to be calling them now, are already in the top 5. That's Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. Don't know how that happened. Well, beating the Job Horseman. I'm not calling it. Why would you put Horseman in their name? Those jobbers. Work Horseman, Job Horseman, whatever you want to call them. JD Drake and Anthony Henry, whatever his name is. Why can you disrespect the best faction of all time? It's disgusting. Horseman, do me a favor. Gotta say, though, that power bomb stomp finisher. My goodness, what a maneuver! We got Lee on the mic afterwards, and we know where this is all heading anyway. We knew last week with the awkward stare down that this was going to come to a triple threat tag team match at Double or Nothing. Out come Hobbs and Starks. I thought Rex from Toy Story joke one-liner was brilliant from Starks, and then Strickland running down Starks was pretty funny when he called it. Said he looked like a bar, dressed like a bar of soap. Fantastic. Cage come out and tried to get one over on Strickland, trying to talk about how Starks was dressed and shit like that. Everyone running down Starks at the moment, and he didn't do a good job, in my opinion. I thought Strickland did enough. Didn't really need him out there. You got Cage throwing out issue challenges, making matches. And we got a triple threat tag team match. That's booked for Double or Nothing. But before that, we get a triple threat match next week with Swerve, Starks, and Jungle Boy. That should be a good match to watch. But I'm just hoping and praying that the Jurassic Express drop those titles. Jungle Express, Jungle Love, Jungle Tastic, Christian Cages, Love Boys. I don't know. I just don't think they're not the best team in this company by a long way. How Swerve and Strickland got in the top 5, Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee got in the top 5, I will never know. I mean, they're a good team, don't get me wrong. They're better than Jurassic Express, that's no doubt. No doubt already. Got more charisma than, well, that's easy. They're a charisma sucking machine, like in Jungle Express. But, well, yeah. How did they get in the top 5? When you got teams like the Bucks, when you got teams like the Hardy Boys, when you've got Red Dragon, FTR, Lucha brothers, Santana and Ortiz. No, they're all fucking around doing stupid shit at the moment. What's happened to this tag team division? Why is it such a mess? You've got the best tag team division in the world. Start acting like it, please. Get those titles off those clowns and put them on someone who knows how to fucking tell a story and put a match together. And do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It should be the Hardys or Young Bucks at the moment. They're feuding at the moment. They should be feuding over the tag team titles. You've even got a new tag team in Roppongi Vice. They're already better than the Jungle Express. Jesus. No, we move anyway to the best segment of the show. The guy that carries this show every bloody week. My only question is, how much are they paying MJF? Because that's the big question at the moment, him leaving this company. Like, is he getting paid on the same level as a Danielson, a Moxley, a CM Punk, a Jericho? I doubt it. What's his contract at the moment? That would be the interesting thing. How much is MJF getting paid? Because he carries this show every bloody week. And when his contract is up, and we know when it's up, he's telling us every bloody week. Every chance he gets, he tells us he's probably going to leave in 2024. Unless Tony makes him a very good offer. And he needs to. He deserves it. No doubt. This guy carries this show every week. He is the most hated heel in the world. When you get that arsehole chant, when you get shut the fuck up chants from the crowd, you know you are doing your job as a heel. No one gets a reaction like he does. No one. This segment, best thing on the show, the whipping of Wardlow. First lash, Wardlow just laughed at him. Second, no reaction. Third, not much. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, because MJF just loses his shit because he's just not reacting. You see the whiplashes on his back. Like JR said, didn't get a makeup artist run out and do that, did they? No, this is real shit, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually going down. So then he hands the whip over to Spears. Spears gives him the 8th, no reaction. The 9th, then there's a bit of anger from Wardlow there. That pisses him off. Then we get a low blow from MJF, and his shit is on. They beat the shit out of Wardlow, whipping him, choking him, beating him. And then he puts on the ring and knocks the fucker out. C4 from Spears, 3 count, and that's how you keep your heel heat, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you build a match. Shit ton of heat. You want to see Wardlow get his hands on MJF and beat the crap out of him. This is what we're all paying for. This is the reason everyone's Double or Nothing is sold out. This is the reason everyone's going to put their money down and pay for that pay-per-view. Pay-per-view. We will pay to view it. Trust me, that is why I'm watching. I know the rest of you are the same as well. Don't lie to yourselves if you're not. CM Punk versus Hangman Page. Do me a favor. It's all about MJF. That is a fact of life. We move anyway. Like I said, Roppongi Vice got a promo. They want a match. They want all the gold. But first they want a match with FTR for the ROH Tag Team Championships. Then they want to move on to the IWGP and the AEW Tag Team titles. And why not? Jurassic Express are still holding those titles. God damn. But this is a match that could go on Double or Nothing. FTR versus Roppongi Vice. Yes, please. If it's the same Roppongi Vice that were in New Japan and in ROH as well for a short time. They never held that gold though. And I'd like to see them give it a good try, but come on. They're going up against the best tag team in the effing world. Anyway, we move to what, in my opinion, I know a lot of people will say the FTR match, Dax and Cash, was one of the best is the best match of this Owen Hart tournament. Or you could say Darby and Jeff, if you like that sort of thing, last week was the best match. There's been so many great ones, just to name a couple of them. But for me, the clash of styles between Kyle O'Reilly and Ray Phoenix, I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I watched every maneuver. I watched every moment. It was brilliant. And now we see him going through to the next round. And we know he's facing Samoa Joe. And I can't see Kyle O'Reilly getting past Joe, but it's going to be fantastic. But this match was brilliant. Loved every moment of it. No interference. Just a straight up great wrestling match. Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly. He's been effing around with this stupid Undisputed Elite bullshit. Finally getting to prove what he can do in a ring, and why is he not doing it week in, week out? Why are we not seeing more of this? Why are we not seeing Bryan Danielson versus Kyle O'Reilly? We're getting Kyle O'Reilly versus Samoa Joe, and I can't wait for that. That's going to be fantastic. For me, Kyle O'Reilly should be winning the whole damn effing thing. He should be going on to face Adam Cole, build heat there between the two of them, cause a rift in the Undisputed Elite, and let Kyle O'Reilly win it. No, it's probably going to be Samoa Joe or Adam Cole. We've done that shit before. We move anyway to the Regal Jericho conversation. Out come Regal, Danielson, Moxley, Santana, Kingston, and Ortiz. Then out come the Jericho Appreciation Society. They cut the music to piss the crowd off, and that was a good call. Because they're supposed to be heels. And you can't have heels music being sung. No, it just doesn't work, does it really? I do like this song. I mean, it's a banger of a song, no doubt. But it just doesn't work, does it? Anyway, I thought Jericho went a bit too far in this one. I mean, he started off okay, just shooting at Regal, calling him a world-class addict, and he's been fired from every company he's ever worked for. And then he goes on to Eddie Kingston. What a pop for Eddie. What a pop for Eddie. That was fantastic. He just talks about Eddie's wife a little bit, and he threw a fireball in his face. Then he talks about Danielson and calls him a nerd and asks him if he's ever had a drink or taken any drugs. He said, don't worry, because Regal will be shoving disco biscuits down your neck in a couple of weeks. Kind of funny. And then the low blow was when he said about, you'll end up joining the program like Moxley. That was a low blow. That was too far. Too far, I think. I mean, of course, he obviously okayed this with everybody. I would have thought so. Otherwise, Jericho's getting his arse beat backstage. Then he goes back to Regal, tells him to go home, or he's going to throw a fireball in his face or piss in his tea. Remember those days? Yeah. Regal got on the mic, and for me, it just fell off a cliff. I'm sorry. I'm a big William Regal fan, but he shouldn't be on the mic too long. I didn't mind his story about him going in the locker room every night when Jericho was wrestling and him sticking his tough brush up his bottom. Garcia tried to sell it and then get on the mic and say that's disgusting, and then Regal was like, yeah, I did it to yours last week. That was kind of funny. I like Moxley saying, no, we ain't doing a stadium stampede shit. We ain't doing that bullshit ever again. Thank you, Lord. Thank the Lord. Good God. It's basic. I was thinking they were going to do blood and guts. I thought they were going down that route, but no, it's just going to be some mess of a 10-man tag that, again, with Jericho, is just always the same. 5-on-5, 6-on-6, 4-on-4. It's always the same. It's been the same with him for a long time now. It's getting boring. This is getting boring. And why? Why is Danielson involved in this? Bryan Danielson is the biggest star you've got in this company. And he's a bit part. Eddie Kingston stole this segment. The crowd going wild for him. Why is he involved in Jericho bullshit? It should just be a one-on-one between him and Jericho, really. It's just gone too far, and you've drawn in more and more people. It just makes no sense. I can't wait to see Kingston and MJF at some point. Give me that. I'll pay for that all day long. I want to see Bryan Danielson challenging for titles. I want to see Moxley challenging for the world title again. I don't want to see them getting involved in this Jericho bullshit. Even Jericho, he's better than this. This is crap. Absolute crap. I'm sorry. And then we move to the women's side of the Owen Hart tournament and the Joker. Now, at the beginning of the show, you see Johnny Elite, Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him, and your mind starts to wander. You're thinking, okay, Johnny Mundo is, or Johnny Elite, Johnny Nitro, whatever you want to call him, is the men's Joker. Do you think maybe could it be possible? My mind was thinking it might be. He's there, his missus, his wife, his better half. One of the best women's wrestlers on the planet. Valkyrie. Nah, it couldn't be. It's not. Don't worry. Why not? Why would you... Makito. Singing her song, dancing away to... Oh, my God. How did you drop the ball so hard? You had the perfect opportunity there to bring in one of the biggest stars from around the world and women's wrestling. Like, she's a huge star in Mexico, a huge star in America, a huge star around the world. She's wrestled everywhere. You could have brought her in, surely, unless she's busy doing something else. This would have been the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity. You probably think, oh, it's too obvious. They just had Johnny Elite, so it was a bit obvious if it was going to be Valkyrie. No, could you imagine the match? Britt Baker versus Valkyrie. Instead, we got this shit. Do me a favour. Anyway, we know who wins. You know who's winning that one as soon as the Joker was announced. Makito. Britt Baker wins. Out comes Tony Storm, who's looking absolutely phenomenal. JR commented, he knows the score. Good God. So when we get another women's segment, Tony's in the ring doing some, I don't know, just talking about shit, just rambling on and on. And he's interrupted by Serena Deeb. And she's sick of him talking like most of us are, to be honest with you. She's not happy that last week Tony predicted that Thunder Rosa would win. It was a really, really badly put together segment. She called out Dustin Rhodes. She started talking about how she's paid her dues in the business, which is fair enough. That girl lady has paid her dues, no doubt. The breast implants for the perverts she talked about. We know who she's talking about there. Mr. McMahon. Fucking John Laryngitis. Yeah, shaving her head bald. Remember them days? The Straight Edge Society, CM Punk. And then out comes Thunder Rosa. She's had enough. She comes to the ring with her title belt, which is pretty stupid. She had to pick the title belt up and then run to the ring. Why would you bring a title belt out? All she's coming out there for is a brawl. No doubt. So why bring your title belt, love? Because then she throws it in the ring, gets in the ring. Dee picks it up and uses it as a weapon. You numpty. And that's the end of that segment. Badly put together segment, I felt. Wasn't very good. They're not building this title match very well, are they? Let's be honest. Hasn't been so successful so far, the run of Thunder Rosa. While she's amazing in the ring, the storytelling has been it's been awful. Let's just say that. Let's move anyway to the main event. And I got to admit, I was pulling for Adam Cole all the way. After last week with Jeff Hardy beating Darby Allin, which was poor, uncalled for, no need to do. Darby could have been in this match this week, could have been in the main event. But no, we stick in old Nero. And Darby's just a bit part player, forgotten about at the end. A joke. What a joke. Decent match, I suppose. Right person wins. Adam Cole moving on to the finals to face either Samoa Joe or please Kyle O'Reilly. I did like how they finished the show. Bucks get in the ring, attack the Hardys. Darby and Sting make the save. I was thinking, when those two made the save, I was thinking, well, first of all, Darby's a bit part player, just sucking on the dongs of Sting and the Hardys. Why? And why are you killing the Hills Heat? It was perfect. You had an ending there. You didn't need to do any more, really. But they did. They carried this abortion on. And we move on to Red Dragon coming out. And then Sting getting a leg trap. With his leg trapped in a chair. And Kyle O'Reilly jumping off the top rope and hitting it with a knee and making out like they broke Sting's leg, and that was the end of the show. I did like how Tony finished it with, we've run out of time. Took me back to the days of WCW somewhat when the NWO were killing shit. Do you know what I mean? Just taking over the biz. Overall, though, this was a good show. MJF carries this show every week. He is the reason I watch it. Let's be honest. There's CM, but you got your CM Punks, your Bryan Danielsons, who's doing absolutely nothing. John Moxley doing absolutely nothing. CM Punk in a silly feud for the title. Hopefully he wins it. Your champions are jokes. Let's be fair. Your tag champs, sorry. You can't take them seriously. Dino and Pebbles, do me a favour. Your women's champion, you don't give her anything. The story for that is piss poor. Your tag, like I say, we've been tag champs. Your world champion is bland and boring. I'm sorry, he is. He's got more every week. By week, he's getting more boring. How is this happening? I'm sorry. Overall, though, MJF just runs this show. Let's be honest. The sooner he gets that title, the bloody better. And we can focus it on him. Focus his whole show around that guy. That's what needs to happen, in my opinion. This has been Wrestling Bangs. I've been going on for far too long. Thank you very much if you did watch all the way to the end. Big yourselves up. Smash a comment, smash a like, smash everything you can find. Decent episode, not the best, but some really good matches. Come on, Kyle O'Reilly. Got to win that Owen Hart tournament. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.